Southeast Asia's Singapore. In just 50 years of independence, this island republic has progressed immeasurably. Singapore today is synonymous with achievement and innovation. Two traits embodied by the country's netball fraternity, with the national team the current Asian and ASEAN champions. And the Mission Foods Nations Cup, an event which celebrates its 10th edition and its rightful status as a recognized marquee event on the international netball calendar. 6 teams comprise the field for this year's Nations Cup. Joining host Singapore were previous winners Northern Ireland and Papua New Guinea, Botswana and tournament debutants Chinese Taipei. Also part of this year's event was a Singapore invitational side. We'll hear about them later in the show. Teams play a round-robin stage before separating into placement matches on the final day. The opening match saw Singapore take on Papua New Guinea. It was an intense contest which went right down to the wire. Papua New Guinea eventually prevailed to the disappointment of the home crowd and Singapore captain Mickey Lin.
I think the team started really jittery. If we had gotten a better start, I think the game would have gone the other way. But nevertheless, I thought the girls picked it up towards the last few quarters and got a bit better. But the game was just way too tight to come back after. But I thought PNG put out a really good game today.
Match action continued as Northern Ireland took to the court against Botswana. Back again after an absence of 6 years, the Irish put up a strong starting game against the Africans. As the highest-ranked team in the tournament, the Irish did not disappoint, eventually winning by 4 points. Day 2 began with Chinese Taipei starting their campaign against Papua New Guinea. The inexperience of the Taiwanese was quickly apparent. Losing straight quarters to the Papua New Guineans, the Taiwanese struggled to hold their own. It was to be a familiar feeling for the debutants. The second half of the day saw home favourites Singapore take on the Irish. Having been edged by Papua New Guinea, Singapore couldn't afford another defeat if they were to reach the final. However, the 12th ranked team in the world proved too strong as the hosts fell to a second straight loss. Court action on day 3 began with Botswana against Papua New Guinea. These two sides had faced each other in last year's event. The Africans had won that contest. And early on, a repeat seemed on the cards. However, the second half saw Papua New Guinea recover strongly to clinch the win.
We expected it to be physical, and they didn't disappoint with that. I think we allowed them to get on top of our skin. So once we were able to regroup and then just stick to our game plan, we were able to push through the last 2 quarters and then keep the lead all the way to the end.
Singapore were looking for their first win of the tournament, and they found it in their match against Chinese Taipei. The Singaporeans dominated throughout as the Taiwanese continued to struggle. All too easy for the hosts as they romped to an easy victory. They then looked to build that momentum on day 4 with Botswana as their opponents. This was a neck-to-neck contest in the first half with little to separate both sides. But some uncharacteristic sloppiness in the third quarter proved Singapore's downfall. Despite a valiant Singaporean fight back in the last quarter, Botswana held out to avenge their defeat from a year ago.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the girls. We played very well today compared to all the other games. Basically, what we worked more on was converting our turnovers, which has been a challenge for the past games, which I to believe was the main reason why we lost most of the games that we played.
The final day of the round-robin stage began with Botswana against Chinese Taipei. This was a contest which saw Botswana's Boikanyo Slogetso come to the fore. The 19-year-old goal shooter produced a shooting average of 81% to lead her nation to a resounding win. Finally, the last round-robin match saw second-place Papua New Guinea battle it out with Northern Ireland. Papua New Guinea started out strong by leading after the first quarter, but struggled in the second as Northern Ireland found their feet and started to control proceedings. The Irish never relinquished their hold and ended up winners by 12 points. So this is how the team stood at the end of the round robins. Northern Ireland living up to their billing with a 100% win record. Host Singapore arguably the most disappointed with their showing. Comprising ex-internationals from 3 different countries, the Singapore Invitational team was a special introduction to commemorate the 10th year of the Nations Cup. Although not part of the tournament proper as their matches were considered friendlies, the team provided an extra splash of colour and interest to the week.
It's a really cool experience. I only arrived in Singapore about 6 months ago. I transferred here from New Zealand, so I haven't been playing a whole lot of netball, and when Netball Singapore called up with the opportunity, it was a really exciting one.
I really love the crowd. Through these years, we haven't been playing with such home crowd, and it was really great. They were really supporting us, and whether we are down or up, they are just behind us, and we love the crowd. Yeah.
These then were the matches lined up for the final day of the tournament. Northern Ireland and Papua New Guinea were set to battle it out for their respective second Nations Cup title, while host Singapore were desperate to end their campaign on a high. For Chinese Taipei, the tournament culminated with a meeting with Singapore Invitational. The result, though scarcely mattered, measured against the invaluable learning experiences of the week. There was much more at stake for host Singapore as they took to the court for the final time in 2015. They were out to avenge their round-robin loss to their African visitors and end the year on a high note. Commentary from John Burgess and ex-Singapore captain Perlene Chan.
Well, the atmosphere inside this OCBC arena is significant. It's hot. There are our officials for this one. James Matthew on the right. Emma Davey just in whistle, takes the ball, and they're both from Australia. Of course, it's not that unusual to see men not only umpiring, but to be playing as well. They have mixed teams as well, Perlene, in Australia. Australia and New Zealand, the top of the world in terms of netball, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And the men played it really well there as well. So
Okay.
this will be interesting.
Yep, right. It will be Botswana from right to left on your screens, and they will start us off on the centre. The last time they met, it was a 46-38 to Botswana. But Singapore, and that's a good turnover, picked up by the captain. Yasmin nearly got caught out with the 3. Kimberly has certainly been caught out there. And again, it's a very good piece of play by Serona Hans, who's played in the local leagues here.
So yeah, Kimberly, being a little tinier, she really needs to clear the hands of all the defenders, because with long hands, it's just easy to tip the ball and get it deflected.
Yep, they are moving this ball very nicely. There's a lot of good running off the ball. There's a perfect example. Good pace and a lovely finish there. Again, it's Hilda Binang. She has impressed us all week. Again, patience is always a good thing. Charmaine likes this distance. She's a little bit closer. She loves this distance. There you go. 7-4.
Right, she loves that distance.
Nurul plays it forward again. And Kimberly will play another part. Charmaine is a little bit further away, but makes it all the time. It's 5-7. Well, that's a good fight back. Shelametsi comes back. Over the top again, it's Shelametsi, and now it's Hilda Binang with the ball. She can take the pace and she'll make the shot and score. It's 12-8.
Nice shot by Hilda Binang, and Mickey Lynn will really have to be, keep a close watch on Hilda Binang, because she really is the go-to girl.
Yep. Well, Mickey Lynn trying hard to take every ball that comes into the danger zone, but here's now Tumisang Bagidi. She's made it. Nice work, Charmaine. She's very active. Has to watch her steps. And by Zura again, Nurul does a good job, and there is Kimberly that comes in, and it's a beauty. Lovely off play. And another good shot and score. This will bring them back, if they can convert this opportunity, back to within 2. 14-17. Nice dummy play by Kimberly Lim there to find space. Nirul there is right on the edge. Finds Charmaine, who will do this at yes, she has at 3.5 meters. 15-17. Good fight back. 2 minutes 45 seconds left. That's coming up, but that's stepping over the time first, I think. And wow, that is an interesting one. Was that an offside, was it?
No, I think that's a little bit of an offensive contact by goal shooter.
Okay.
Hilda Binang.
Nirul is back here in the center third. Ang is playing it, looking for Kimberly. She's covered up. That's nice play again. Make it here, and that's within 1. And listen to the crowd exploding.
Yeah, and it's Singapore center pass.
Really, really important time. They can level things here. Kimberly Lim, oh, he's pulled up the stepping there. Unbelievable. Nice work from the centre, Mashaba. Shiela Metsi as well, comes again.
Yeah,
They're nice, confident. Oh, good pass away by Pramila. And Kimberly Lim is there.
So let's hope they finish off this play this time, because it's the third time that they're trying.
Definitely need this one in the net. Got it. Charmaine, 37 seconds though, and that means that Botswana can come again. It's 20 all. It will be really good to intercept here. To get a turnover will be vital. Listen to the crowd. No, it's not going to happen. Hilda Binang has got it. 19 seconds, and here's a big chance. 146. Singapore have allowed them to get away just a little bit, but oh, well, okay, there was some touch interfering there. Tumisang has possession. 33, 29, 34, 29.
That's a really nice shot.
Good shot. Charmaine tries to look for position, rolls off it beautifully. That is a fabulous roll away. Oh, what a miss. Goodness me. Well, fortunate. Really, really lucky to get away with that. Takes it for 29, but that's a beautiful roll, wasn't it? 21 seconds left.
It was a beautiful roll.
That's again some really aggressive defending by Botswana. Singapore have got to make this one. Charmaine is in possession and makes it for 31-34. They'll have the ball to follow this from the score, whatever score is made. Oh,
that's a lucky pass.
Yeah, a double nibble at that one, and very, very lucky. 36-33. Nila uses Nirul. Nirul, oh, where were the defenders there? My goodness me. Well spotted, yeah. The big attack. Crucial, listen to the crowd getting into this. We knew it was going to be tight. Oh, and oh, my goodness me. Now 2 opportunities for Singapore to score. There's Charmaine So. She can do it from there. She's made it from there. 43-42. They've got it again. 1.5 minutes. Oh yeah, this is good. Just hold possession. 1 minute 12 seconds. Charmaine is there. Drop it. Lovely pass. Here is a real opportunity. Yes, makes it for 44. 44-42. It's a 1 minute match now. And Hilda, but Tumisang is right there. And it's now 1 point the difference. Now, this is easy play. Ang is in the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over! Singapore have 3rd place in the Mission Foods Nations Cup 2015. They have won an epic battle by 44 goals to 43 against Botswana.
A nail-biting finish to end the tournament on a high note then for the hosts. Here's what Singapore coach Ruth Atkins has to say.
Yes, it has been a long year, but we weren't using that as an excuse. So we were disappointed in our performance early in the week, but I think to pick ourselves up and finish so strongly is a testament to the players.
The Nations Cup holds a special place in the hearts of many. In celebration of its 10th edition, a few ex-internationals tell us what the tournament means to them.
One of my fondest memory is winning Nations Cup 2006 and after that backing it up in 2007 as well.
It was always actually great to play at home because Nations Cup is one of the competition that we're looking forward every year because it's like home ground was really great.
The fondest memory is probably playing at home because back in the days we don't get to play a lot in Singapore in front of a big group of people.
Like because the crowd is so intense and all the netball fraternity could come and watch, your family could come and watch and people would ask for your autograph after the game and yeah. So people cheering for you because we were in the final almost every year.
Netball does not have a lot of competitions that are played at home and Nations Cup was one of the first of those tournaments and just the feeling of winning in front of home crowd is a great memory for me.
Now let's get back to the action as Northern Ireland take on Papua New Guinea in the final of the 2015 Mission Foods Nations Cup.
I think we've got a match on our hands. Both teams have played really well all week, and Northern Ireland just shows how they got into the finals, really.
Really impressive. They beat Papua New Guinea 35-47. Northern Ireland again, some very quick interaction here. O'Hanlon calling for it, but it's going to be Kyla again. Finola Toner has also put in a really good shift throughout the week. Really impressed with this. She's got a heavily bandaged left shoulder. Good running again, and look at O'Hanlon in position. A little tickle over the top. And I have to say, Kalala Owen is not going to find this easy. She has to stand beside a free throw here, and it's in from Kyla once more for a 9-3 lead. O'Hanlon moves it away, and it's a long ball again. That's really good play. Direct and efficient, and it's 10-3. Look at that for an intercept. Oh, beautiful work. Toner again, and oh, you can't believe that!
They can do no wrong.
In defence again, Cooper, and well, this is a much better. Wing attack again is Jacqueline Lahari, and once again it is Baldwin, Tiata Baldwin, that is right there on the money. Disaster, O'Hanlon, and then over, nice play again. She will put them in from any distance. Shanna Dringo. In again for 11. This is a good fight back. 7-3 in the quarter, and they've got possession as well. A nice one-handed pass to Drain. Good. A little bit of juggling there by Kyla, but she will make this. And she does. It's 28-16. 12 all in the quarter. 28-16. And once again, she's right on the line. Rikis takes the high ball and makes it there. Good work. 17-28.
That was a nice block by Rikis.
Support as well as Drain. There's a long ball to O'Hanlon. Jenna's there, Kyla's there, coming in on it, and it's a beauty. 12 seconds left. 30 points to 19. (35-23), and a little lucky. They are struggling to find a place, but Rikis there comes through nicely. Makes it for 24. 5 all in the third quarter. Baldwin looking for support on the inside. It didn't happen. Rikis had to go there. Now Baldwin is there. That's good into passing. Lovely triangles in the passes there. There's been so many opportunities to score. They've wasted at least 5 or 6 even in this quarter. That will be against Gibney and swung around there.
Yeah, a little bit of hand-holding.
Yeah. That's in for 29. 30 now. 7 points the difference. I tell you what, that is not impossible to come back into this. Again, a bit of bounce passing, dribbling there. And Kyla will make this for sure because she's missed a few on the low side. She's hit the early part of the rim. 10 seconds, that's good. Good first touch. But, well, it's there, 4, 3, 2, and it's in. Good work there for 32. They're back within 7 points now at the end of the third quarter. Now this is really giving Papua New Guinea a lot to shout about, but again another infringement and turnover.
Yeah, let down by another stopping.
O'Hanlon has come to the circle. A one-handed pass to Jenna. And Jenna Bowen makes it for 42. This is the final match of the Mission Foods Nations Cup. It's a long ball, and while Rikis did really well there, Toner was put down on her bottom, and Baldwin gets it in for 38. O'Hanlon is moving on down that right line. O'Hanlon picks it up again into Drain. Woods is calling for it, gets it. Look at the way O'Hanlon comes across. She goes for the shot and makes it. My goodness me, she's everywhere. She is actually a bit of a Harry Potter, I think. She's got the magic touch everywhere.
Yes, she does.
Fabulous, and now a turnover, and that's so important with just over 5 minutes left. That really will probably settle down the nerves of Northern Ireland. They can come through strongly again. The shot is good. It's a beauty from O'Hanlon again. Northern Ireland have to keep the concentration. She has not stopped. She's an absolute human dynamo. Look at that. Toner! It's a beautiful pass. What a fabulous pass. What a finish there for Jenna Bowman. That is Northern Ireland special. Northern Ireland, I think, will be home, but that's another brilliant pass. Beautiful play, and Baldwin will make this one. She has the 41. Toner is there again to pick it up on the right flank, and then immediately comes O'Hanlon, who is really, look at her again. How does she do that? Unbelievable, unbelievable. She is definitely my heroine. Long ball, Woods picks it up. O'Hanlon was there, but that is Cooper O'Hanlon misses it, and that will be out of play. And that'll be the end of the match, I'm sure. 2-1-0. Northern Ireland are champions of the Nations Cup in Singapore. It's been a fabulous week for them. They have played 6 matches. They've won 6 matches. And it has been a really, really entertaining week of great netball. And look at this. This is netball at its best. All the girls going, hugging each other and saying, yep, in the spirit of the sport, we congratulate each other. We were the best 2 teams in the week. Northern Ireland have come up with a really, really impressive, and saying thank you to their crowd as well. Their supporters have been superb. Caroline O'Hanlon, I got a feeling, is there for the interview with Cheryl.
We're just delighted. It's a great tournament. We've been here before and we've learned lots from it every time that we've been here. So we're just delighted to have won, I suppose.
The Mission Foods Nations Cup 2015, and it goes to Gemma Gibney and the Northern Ireland team. Congratulations to them. Fabulous! They will have a drink tonight as the gold springs around here, the OCBC Arena. Northern Ireland, they've been here twice since 2009, twice they're champions.
So as the curtain falls on another edition of the Mission Foods Nations Cup, it's congratulations once more to Northern Ireland. We'll catch you again next year.